Britain's emergency bikers are the lone rangers of the road. They scythe through the most congested traffic in Europe to get help where it's most needed, fast.
Go.
In the battle to save and protect lives, they can be first on scene. And the minute they arrive, we're right there with them. Coming up on Emergency Bikers, a young rugby player could be in trouble.
That definitely hurts.
Yeah.
It can be a catastrophic injury.
Biker paramedics battle to save a junkie.
You'll pass out, stop breathing, and you won't make it.
And in Essex, biker cop Clem gets an earful.
Get around with it. Cut off. Oi.
Early morning in Cornwall, and paramedic biker Ian Hooper is getting ready for his shift.
Don't leave any streaks on there, so I can see what's behind me. Come on.
He joined the ambulance service aged 19, 22 years ago.
This is considerably cleaner than my other bike. This is my little baby. I've had this for years. My dad bought me a little bike. I used to live on a farm. Bought me a little bike to scoot around on a farm, little scrambling bike, and I've had bikes ever since, really. So you have to get that close to it. If I knew you were going to film it, I would have washed it. I'll clean it at the end of this runner shift. There's no point cleaning it now.
It's not long before he gets a call.
Got a 12-year-old lad with a neck injury from a rugby incident down in St Ives.
This could be serious. The lad's 15 miles away, but on his BMW, Ian can eat up the miles on the A30. It's a dash through St Ives and out onto the country lanes on the other side of town. Arriving at the rugby club in 15 minutes, Ian's first on scene. A member of the rugby club's waiting for him.
Somebody got hold of him, have they?
Yeah, we've got hold of his neck. His mum got hold of his neck.
Rugby injuries are common, 3 times higher than football. 1 in 4 players is hurt every season, most of them under 18. And the neck is notoriously vulnerable.
Hiya, my name's Ian.
Hi.
Would you like to be called?
Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca.
This is Joshua.
Hello, Joshua. Tell me what happened, mate.
I got the ball and I ran and I did something to my neck.
Okay.
They went down on the ground.
I'll have a feel of your neck in a minute. You're doing a great job, by the way. Don't you let it go.
Mum's done the right thing, but Josh isn't in the clear yet.
Just give me a little squeeze there. Can you? Squeeze my hand like you're going to hurt me. Go on. Give me a nice squeeze. Beautiful. All right.
Ian must check Josh has feeling in his arms and legs. If he doesn't, his spine could be damaged and there could be a risk of paralysis.
Let me you feel that?
Yeah.
Is that the same as that side?
No.
No? Okay. Is it less or more? Does it feel like...
Less.
Less than this side? Okay. All right, mate. Let me have a feel of your neck and then we're going to give you something for that pain. All right, now you need to tell me where this is hurting, okay? Is
Bit there. No. Yeah.
Okay, is that the worst bit down that side?
No, it's that side.
What about this side?
Yes.
Sorry, Mum, you just hold on, Mum.
Yeah, that's quite painful. Ow.
Down here?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's all painful there?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's your muscle, that is. Let's have a feel of this. Now, hold still now, Mum.
Yeah, that's hurting.
That definitely hurts, Josh. It's
Yeah.
really important.
Yeah.
That hurts where I press you there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ian must run painstaking checks. Injuries like this can be life-changing or life-threatening. Every day in the UK, spinal cord damage puts 3 people in wheelchairs, either through road accidents or sport.
He's complaining of some tenderness in the lower part of his neck. So he's going to need an X-ray. We can't like let him stand up until he's had an X-ray.
Okay.
We're going to keep you nice and flat, Josh. Right?
Gas and air will ease his pain. Until the ambulance arrives, Josh must be kept absolutely still.
You wouldn't just hold that for me in his mouth, would you? Thanks, Lion. I'm getting everybody else to do my job here. Beautiful. Good job for mums, isn't it? Hey?
Josh's neck must be immobilised. Any jolt puts him at risk.
Hold on tight, okay? So now you're holding again and I'm going to let go.
Okay.
Okay.
Ian fits a collar to stabilise his neck.
We just slide this on. Slowly, slowly catch your monkey.
Right.
That's it. Hold still. Okay. That's it. All right, buddy? Okay, done really well.
Now the ambulance crew's arrived, the delicate job of moving Josh can begin.
Okay, I'm on. So you can now let go, Mum. Okay?
Yeah.
Are you a bit numb?
Yeah.
All right, now, so we want you to pretend that you're stiff as a board, okay?
Ready? Yeah. Ready, set, and roll.
So just up a bit so it just clears his head, that's it. Okay.
Yep. Ready, set, and lower.
Ian must keep Josh quiet and calm.
Okay. Beautiful. There we are. Okay. How was that? You did really well, Josh. Excellent. Well done. It's just what he was complaining of when I was pressing the bones on his neck, that we have to be cautious with, because it can be a catastrophic injury if it's mistreated. This is where you should get clapped off the pitch, isn't it, mate? Hey, where's your mates? I tell you what, your mates are doing. They're having sausage and chips, aren't they? Hey, they should be clapping you off, shouldn't they, boy? Come on, lads.
Ian's full of praise for Josh's mum.
His mum has done a wonderful job of, looking after her little boy there, holding his head for me to allow me to sort out his pain and assess him properly. So his mum and, another mum there are helping us greatly and becoming a bit of a team. OK, Josh, well done. You've been a really good lad. See you soon.
Ian's done his bit. Now Josh will be taken to hospital urgently. Every week, around 20 people can die from heroin overdoses in the UK. Birmingham is thought to have something like 10,000 addicts, and it's the biker paramedics who pick up the pieces. On call, the squad's latest recruit, Steve Cooper.
2-on-2.
A 999's just come in. A man's in a bad way in the grounds of a church, nearly a mile away. On his Yamaha FJR 1300, Steve can save crucial seconds as he cuts through a pedestrian area. In less than 2 minutes, he's arrived, first on scene. A friend of the man is waiting for him.
Just in here, mate.
Okay.
You just what it was. I'll be honest. He took a dig, mate.
Heroin or?
Yeah. Yo, I'm alright, mate. I'm alright.
How you doing, mate? All right?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Your mate's just concerned about you.
The man's just come out of prison. He hasn't taken heroin for a while, and his body can't cope with the dose he's just taken.
I'm alright, geez. I'm alright.
Just come and sit on the step here, mate, out the way of these needles.
An overdose is potentially lethal. If the man's not treated, he could develop severe breathing problems, black out, and drift into a coma.
I'd like to give you a drug just to stop you from having the effects that are going to make you fall over.
The man needs the antidote fast, but taking it will bring him down from his high.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Mate, I can't leave you like this because you're going to hurt yourself and I wouldn't be doing my job.
I can't hold you myself, mate.
So if I give you this drug then and everything's okay, you might be able to go your way, but I can't leave you like this, chap. So I'm going to have to give it you. I'm sorry. All right.
Yeah, no worries.
Slip your jacket off for me.
Straight up. Yeah, I know.
Have you took your normal dose, mate?
Usually, yeah.
Yeah, just take your arm, mate. Yeah, mate.
Fellow biker paramedic Mark Hayes has arrived as backup.
Just on so much. In about 20 minutes to come back around, look.
All right, mate. Let's have a look.
As an ambulance races to the scene, Mark sets up a heart monitor in case the man goes into cardiac arrest.
Just pop this on your finger, sector.
Let's have a look. Just keep your eyes open. Okay.
But the addict suddenly changed his mind about having the antidote. Now it's Mark's turn to try and persuade him to take it before it's too late.
Do you know we're going to give you dinner?
No, I don't want it.
That one as
Listen.
well. Calm down a
Just
minute.
relax. Excuse me, I don't want no antioxidants, yeah. That's going to wipe me straight up. I don't want that.
You don't want you to get any worse.
I know, I'm not going to get any worse. Can you please just let me go my way, please?
Listen, chap, the thing is you've not taken heroin for a while, so what you would normally take, it's not to say your body can tolerate that.
Yeah, but I'm not going to take no injection, nothing. I refuse it. Right. I'm all right now. I
It'll
can
hit
never
you
leave
back
it.
again.
We can't leave you.
Mate, I
That's
can't have
that.
that, mate. No, in this world, it defeats the objects of having the money in the first place, just going and that.
The longer the jab's delayed, the closer the man is to a heart attack. Back to Steve to try his powers of persuasion once more.
Do you realise what might happen if we don't give it you? There's a good chance you'll pass out, stop breathing. We'll either get called to you again, or it'll be too late and we won't be here in time and you won't make it. So there's no way I can leave you like this, mate. Your signs and symptoms and your pupils are showing you've had a hit of heroin. It's going to go downhill, so we need to give you this drug. Can I pop this in your arm?
Yeah, go on.
I'm just going to pop it in the muscle here, mate. It's not a quick acting anyway, you won't feel it straight away. All right.
At last, Steve can give him Narcan, which will slowly combat the effects of the heroin. Steve wants to get him to hospital, but the man has other ideas.
How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling now, top of the world.
The man may need more medical attention, but Steve can't force him to go.
Make sure you're all right.
What can I stand up?
Because I don't want to come out to you
sit
later
down.
when you stop breathing. Would you let us just pop you up to hospital?
No,
for-
I'm okay, mate. Trust me. Look, I swear down, right? I don't want to waste any more of your time. You
No,
can give me.
it's absolutely fine, mate.
I'm actually level-headed now. I feel normal now. Okay.
So, in that case, can I get you to sign some paperwork to say that you won't come to hospital against our advice?
Yeah, so I don't need hospital. I'm alright.
Definitely no way I can convince you to come.
1,000,000%. I don't want to go. I'm okay. I actually feel better than I did earlier.
Okay, I just need your signature.
There's nothing more Steve can do. Every year, the biker paramedics deal with 2,000 overdoses, calls which can put them at risk.
Hope you're okay,
No
we don't
problem.
see you again.
Thank you very much.
All
Thanks
right.
for your help, yeah?
That location was a bit of a nightmare because it's dark inside. I could see syringes on the floor. He's staggering around. God forbid you ever got a needle injury off one of those. You know, you'd be really worried. See you guys.
Big up Birmingham Bikers!
I don't have any sort of ill feelings towards him. For whatever reason, he's a heroin addict. I don't know what that's like. In terms of being a paramedic, it's a job that actually we can make a difference, a real visible difference. We caught him just in time, really.
Essex. A cold winter's morning. But that won't stop the biker cops. They've got the kit to cope. PC Mick Wills and his colleagues are fully insulated.
No, we're not really fat at all. We're actually quite slim underneath all this. Ray, am I just doing your little...
Ray's modelling the latest in heated waistcoats.
All right, that'll do. You can plug it in there. That works when the bike's running, so while you're riding, you keeps your sort of your vital organs nice and warm. Hands we've got heated grips for. That gets them really hot, so that they come through your winter gloves that will come through and keep your hands nice and toasty. Nothing worse than trying to write a ticket out with shaking hands. Not that we expect much sympathy from the people that get them.
Thermal suited and booted, the squad head out for a road safety crackdown. Every day in the UK, someone in a road accident dies because they weren't wearing their seatbelt.
Morning. Just step out, please, when it's safe. Hi. I've watched you drive around here with no seatbelt.
I had it around my waist.
But you didn't start putting it on until you got over there.
I don't have it around my thing, I have it around my waist.
Yeah, well, how'd you do that then?
I'll show you.
In 2011, Essex police stopped and fined over 8,000 drivers and passengers who weren't wearing their seatbelts. Looks like Richard could be another statistic.
That's how I have it.
Who told you to do that then?
Pardon?
What's the reason for that?
What's the reason for that?
It's a lot more work than just putting it on, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but I feel really constricted, especially in this seat.
Right, well they're meant to
Riding,
constrict you, that's what they're designed for. What's your first name, please?
Richard.
Richard. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a seatbelt ticket, because my colleague saw you over there not wearing your seatbelt, and I've seen you pulling into here.
I did have a seatbelt.
Well, that's not properly worn. You have to wear it in the way it's designed. You can't choose to wear it in a different way.
Richard could be fined up to £500. There are just a handful of occasions when you're allowed to drive without a seatbelt. If you're reversing, if you're a delivery driver with only 50 metres between stops, or if you're medically exempted by a doctor. None of these apply to Richard.
It anchors in 3 points, and the idea is that it stops your upper body moving forward when you have a crash. All right, because all at the same time when you have a crash, the sensor goes off, it deploys the airbag, which comes out at a hell of a speed and with a lot of force, and it's designed to make contact with you about here. But because you've only got that waist belt on,
all your body's going to move forward. Top half of your body's going to move forward. And when you're moving forward and that's coming out, and it potentially could break your neck. So it's quite dangerous.
Really?
Yeah.
Break your neck.
It's supposed to hold you in the seat.
I understand the importance of wearing a seatbelt,
right.
and
but it's important to wear.
With new cars, you can't drive without them. So you have to put it on. I've just adjusted the way I wear it. I feel so restricted in doing things like.
But what can't you do?
Things like reaching for the glove compartment. It's just all restrictive.
You can do it fine, because this is.
No.
That's not exactly.
I am just really restrictive in terms of my movement.
I can't see that.
And even driving, it's much more comfortable when I can drive the wheel like this. When I'm like this, I'm more free. I can do everything I want more properly. I can reach for stuff easily, but not hassle-free. You get me? That's how I've always liked to drive.
Okay, jump out for me. That's an awful lot of hassle, isn't it? What you're doing there every time you have to get in and out of the car.
I'm used to it. That's something that I've just been doing.
Jump out, Richard.
I've been doing it for a while.
So it's going to be a ticket then, and you have the option for trial. So if you don't agree with what I said, then you can go to court, and we'll talk to the magistrates, and you'll get a chance to tell them what your reasons for wearing it, like you say you were wearing it.
I can't drive this car without it.
Richard, after act on.
Richard's determined to argue his point.
Okay.
But your argument was that my seatbelt wasn't on, and I mean I can change the way I wear my seatbelt if you feel that's more better for me to wear it.
Well, it is. I've explained that to you, haven't I?
My seatbelt was on, right. And that's the whole argument.
Okay. I appreciate what you told me. That doesn't actually comply with the law. You have to wear it in the correct manner.
And
all right?
I understand that. And certain things, police have got the power to literally explain them and say, listen, I'm giving you this warning. If you ever come across it again, you'll get severely punished.
We're not doing warnings today. We're having a campaign today on road safety. Everyone else has been stopped has had a ticket, so you'll be getting a ticket as well. Okay? Safe journey.
Richard leaves £60 poorer, and Mick hopes he's learned his lesson.
If he wears it properly from now on, whether he does or not, and he has a crash tomorrow, and he's wearing it properly, and he has a big crash, it might make a difference, won't it? And he might actually think, they've done me a favour. I hope he doesn't have a crash, of course, but, you know.
Birmingham, a Wednesday morning in November. The city's home to one of the busiest road networks in the country and 7 rail stations, handling 60 million passengers each year.
Yeah, received, thank you. Moore Street.
And 999 calls come in. There's been an RTC, a road traffic collision, outside Moore Street, one of the busiest stations in the city. Racing to the rescue, biker paramedic Mark Hayes. The area around Moore Street Station is crowded with commuters and shoppers. There could be a number of casualties. On his Yamaha FJR 1300, Mark dashes 1.5 miles across the city centre in 2 minutes to be the first on scene. As he approaches the station, he finds a van has mounted the pavement and is now dangerously perched on some railings. A member of the public is keeping the van from toppling over. No passers-by appear to have been injured. Mark approaches the van to assess the driver's condition. It seems he's climbed out and walked into the station.
How you doing? You all right? Hello. How are you?
An off-duty paramedic has found the driver. He doesn't appear to be injured, but he's very confused.
What day is it today? Thursday. You know what month we're in?
November the 2nd.
Okay, all right. You sure you're okay on your feet?
Yes.
Come on then, we'll have a walk out to the truck.
The driver's confusion could be a sign of concussion.
We'll just head straight to the back of the truck, all right?
Mark needs to check him over on the ambulance as soon as possible.
So did you take medication at all?
No.
Don't take anything?
Aspirin.
Aspirin? And why did you take that? Is that on orders of the doctor or
No.
just by choice?
Yeah.
All right, okay. And what do you remember?
Nothing.
You don't remember anything about it at all?
No.
What is the last thing that you remember?
Just coming around the corner there.
Right. Have you eaten today?
No. I didn't eat breakfast yet, no.
Would you normally have eaten by now?
No.
No? And you've not been unwell this morning?
No.
No cough, colds or?
No.
No? No headaches or anything?
No.
Bizarre.
Memory loss and confusion could point to a stroke. Mark runs through some checks.
Everything seems okay. Can we just get you to give us a big cheesy grin? Marvellous, that's excellent. Can you hold your arms out in front of you and just hold them there? Nice and... Marvellous, that's excellent. All right, okay. I think what's going to be advisable, because you don't know what's happened, you don't remember what's happened, I think you're going to need to go to hospital to be checked, aren't you?
Oh, no. I don't go to hospital.
We don't think you got any injuries, but the fact that you don't remember what happened,
That's the problem.
That needs to be investigated.
You don't remember what's happened, that's not normal, yeah? You need to go and get checked.
I'm all right, Johnny. What about me van?
Your van's going nowhere.
The man could have had a TIA or mini stroke, which can last just a few seconds or up to an hour. If he blacked out at the wheel, he's had a lucky escape, as have passers-by. Back on the ambulance, Mark checks the man's blood pressure.
204, 129. Right, the initial observations show that your blood pressure's really high.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
really high. And that potentially could be a cause of why you can't remember what's happened. When was the last time you had your blood pressure checked?
4 or 5 months ago, bro.
You've not had any headaches recently?
No.
Any problems with your vision, blurred vision, double vision?
No.
Nothing at all?
No.
Okay. I'm sure the blood pressure is going to contribute towards what's happened today. It's excessively high, so it needs to be checked. All right?
Yes, thank you.
Half of all men with high blood pressure in the UK aren't taking medication. But high blood pressure causes nearly 50% of all strokes, and the driver's is at least a third higher than it should be.
If we look here, it will also suggest maybe he had his foot stuck on the accelerator for some time, because we've got all the soot from the fumes from the diesel in a straight line. Tell you what, it's just so lucky. But look how many people are coming across that crossing. If the lights have been on red and you've got a dozen people coming across, it would have wiped them all out. I'm really, really surprised that this isn't a more serious incident. Busy area, renowned for some of its RTCs. I've actually had a fatal RTC on that crossing. We see young ladies with pushchairs with children in. It doesn't bear thinking about, does it?
North Yorkshire, one of the most beautiful parts of the country, and home patch of biker cop Martin Smith. He loves the roads he patrols, even though one of his bike trips very nearly put an end to his career.
On a rainy day like today, just riding along out of Whitby on a course with 4 other bikes, 50 miles an hour, and we were just moving up very gently. This was a slow-moving car in front of us, and the next thing all there was a loud wail from the engine. There was a bang, and I went hurtling through the air with the bike behind me, and the bike pushed me into the ground, broke my shoulder in 2 places, cracked my helmet open because I hit the side of my head. The funny thing that remains with you is, even to this day, if you're minding your own business and it starts to rain, those first few raindrops, if they're very loud, you suddenly feel yourself, oh, I've tensed up. And that's from coming off all those years ago, because that's the overriding memory, is the sound of the raindrops on the visor as I was laid flat on my back looking upwards.
Martin was off work for 13 weeks, giving him time to regret what might have been.
The bone was pulled in too tight, I found out later, for it to heal, so that ended my swimsuit career, I guess.
This morning, Martin's out on patrol with his colleague Ian Mackenzie when a call comes in about an accident.
Yes.
All we have at the moment is the vehicle has hit a horse.
It's hit a horse.
With animals, riders and a driver involved, there may be multiple casualties. En route, Smithy gets an update. 2 people were out for a ride on a country lane when one of their horses was hit by a car. When Smithy gets to the scene, the horses have already been taken away by vets. One of the riders landed in the ditch, and her horse rolled on top of her. She's being rushed to hospital. The second rider is still on the scene, giving his version of the events.
Just drove straight into the back of us. I shouted move, and he locked his brakes on, and that was it. One horse went for the verge, I went for the middle of the road, and he just caught the horse on the left-hand side.
Smithy must hunt for clues to see exactly what happened.
That's a piece of horse pulled out onto wreckage. Where was the lady laid down there?
She was down here somewhere.
There, where it's flattened down.
I'm guessing down there.
Just wondered if there was any old scuffy marks from these hooves.
What was that?
Here, that's where he hit him. You can see the tarmac sitting up here, look. It looks distinctly like me, it's at the front edge of a horse hoof. The shoe, where it's bitten into the tarmac, is that's about where he's hit the horse. If you look where that is, that's the contents of the washer bottle. I would think by the time the horse has been hit, reared up and come back down with the legs, it's gone from there to there, which is why she's there, it's here.
While the driver awaits questioning, his car itself provides further evidence.
Here, that's its coat hair. These ones here, these are thicker. It's from its tail. And that is what's left of the washer bottle. There's the pump motor. That'll do me. I don't think, looking at it, speed's not a factor in the issue. There's no great big skid marks or anything dramatic or swerving or anything like that. It's purely as simple. A person is driving a car along the road and doesn't see through horses. Why? As daft as it sounds, do you want to do an eyesight test on it?
Yes.
A driver must be able to read a car number plate at a minimum distance of 20.5 metres.
Oh, you are still there, yeah?
If they can't do this, they shouldn't be driving.
Okay.
If you just stand at the end of the tape measure and read the number of the patrol car there, then that's it. That's all we want you to do. Right. That's it. If you just stand there.
Just on. Here comes this. No, put your toes to the end of that tape.
No, I can't read it. Yeah.
You can't? Do you wear those glasses for driving?
Yes.
And did you have them on when you were driving?
Yes.
Right. Is there any possibility that you would have been able to read that normally?
I think I would normally have read that, yes.
We'll note that down.
Okay, we'll come back to you in a minute.
Given the degree of the accident, he needs some time to get over it, but we will be asking for a full eyesight report.
The motorist was later charged with driving without due care and attention. Sunday, mid-morning, Birmingham. Paramedic Mark Hayes is on his way to a woman reported to have a serious head injury. It takes him just 2 minutes to cover a mile. First on scene at the International Conference Centre. On the first floor, the woman's conscious, but there's blood everywhere.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
What's the lady's name?
Caroline.
Sorry, Caroline.
Yeah.
Hello, Caroline. My name's Mark. All right. How are we feeling at the moment?
I'm really dizzy.
Okay. Prior to feeling dizzy, what were you doing?
I was just coming through here to go to the toilet, and I think somebody closed the door, and it felt like just a whack on my head.
Okay. All right. We'll have a little look at you. Okay. Keep nice and still for me. I don't want you to move at the moment. Have you got any pain in your neck or your back at all?
No, it's fine.
No, probably inch and a half laceration, centre of forehead. She also got a laceration to the bridge of the nose with swelling. Move your fingers for me. Move your feet for me. Okay, Caroline, what I'm going to do is just have a little check of your BP and that before we move you because you're complaining of feeling dizzy.
As well as some nasty cuts, there could be serious underlying problems. A pool of vomit could indicate a brain injury. Mark can't take any risks.
All right. So what day is it today, Caroline?
Sunday.
Sunday. Where are you?
Leicester.
Okay. You've not tried to get up since you've had the blow to your head? Caroline? Caroline?
Yeah.
You're all right, you can hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've not tried to get up since you've had the fall?
No.
No, good. Okay.
Drifting in and out of consciousness is another sign of brain injury. Her skull could be fractured, her blood vessels damaged. There's a real risk of hemorrhage. Mark needs to get her to hospital as fast as possible.
Caroline, you open your eyes for me, Caroline. Caroline. Caroline.
Yeah.
Caroline, open your eyes for me.
Caroline's increasingly unresponsive, and it's worrying. Mark must keep her awake and keep her calm.
Caroline, I need you to try and keep your eyes open for me, all right? Yeah. What we'll do is once we get you in an upright position, I want to dress those wounds and we'll check your blood pressure and everything as well. All right. Nice and slowly. Just stay like that, don't do anything else. How are you feeling, Caroline? Keep your eyes open.
Lie down.
What makes you think you want to lie down? You feel sick again or dizzy or?
Both, yeah.
Both. All right, just bear with us a second, that's just going tight. Keep your eyes open for me because your eyes are closed. Open your eyes, my love. If you're going to be sick, let us know.
She'll need constant monitoring for the next few hours in case there's any internal bleeding, which could be fatal.
All right, Caroline. All right? All right? Open your eyes for us. Keep them eyes open. When you get to a patient and there's evidence of bleeding, you can't always assume that that is the only injury because they can bleed internally and you don't see that. We go on what the patient's telling us, the clinical observations that we've obtained whilst we're there. Caroline, what day is it?
Do you know who this lady is here, Caroline?
My friend. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent.
But we could see as time started to go on that she started to become less alert, drowsy, dizzy, she's vomited. What?
Is it? Just in the centre?
She's a bit drowsy on the back of the ambulance. Anything can happen with head injuries and she needs to be seen to.
An autumn morning in Essex, and the biker cops are on the lookout for traffic offenders in Epping. On patrol, Steve Clements. He's tucked up a side street watching the traffic when his eagle eye spots a passing lorry driver's on his mobile. Clem's off, accelerating quickly to pull the driver over.
Hiya. The reason I've stopped you is for using your phone while driving. Right, okay. As you pass me, come to Tesco's, you've got your mobile phone, your right hand right here. Was it a business call, personal call?
It's a business call.
It's a business call. Okay. As you're aware, it is an offence to use your phone while driving. As is your vehicle insured in your name?
It's registered, yeah, to us, the company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clem spots the tax disc is turned the wrong way round.
Oh, it's a while out, isn't it? July. Okay, what we're going to do is also I'm going to report you for the tax, okay? Have you registered it off-road?
No, it's not. It's not
Not been registered off-road?
It's not small, no.
Okay, so they'll require the tax back to August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a company truck, so the company will have to answer to the DVLA about the tax. But the man gets 3 points and a £60 fine for using his phone. And fellow biker cop Roy has more news for the driver.
The vehicle's insured, but you're not shown as a known driver on the
Should be, because we're on a name driver on the policy.
There's two on there, but not yourself.
Well, I thought I was down for it.
Okay.
His second offence of no insurance means the man will be summoned to court for a possible £5,000 fine and an 8-point penalty. But he might at least get home with the lorry if the passenger is able to drive.
Right, so you can drive then.
All right, swap over.
So you're going to have to swap over. However, okay, you're going to be reported for no insurance here.
But there's a hitch. The passenger doesn't have a valid licence, so they're going nowhere.
I don't believe it.
With neither able to drive, Clem will seize the lorry, which means a £150 collection charge and an extra £20 for each day the lorry is in the pound. It's turning out to be an expensive morning, with the grand total now standing at a possible £5,500.
Policy is vehicle gets seized.
But if the truck's insured and we can get the truck picked up, why does it need to be seized?
Because we can't sit with the vehicle waiting for it to be picked up.
We'll sit with it.
No, because we don't trust you to drive it, do we?
I'm not driving.
No, but we don't allow people to sit in vehicles. No, because we do it now. No, it gets seized.
Until someone picks up the...
I'm not sitting there waiting for it. We wait for it to get seized, okay? The vehicle gets seized and that's what happens. That's the policy. I know. All right.
But the passenger's not giving up without a fight. He's called a friend to collect them and the lorry.
The vehicle will be picked up.
It's only coming from junction 7, only 10 minutes up the road.
So if they get here first, we're right to take it?
No. Once the process is instigated, it gets seized.
So if they get here before that...
No, once the process is instigated, it is seized. That is the procedure.
Let's be reasonable, let's all get on and make life better.
Right.
Instead of making it harder.
Well, it's not, is it? This is the easiest way it's dealt with for us.
Right.
For us it is.
For you it is.
Why ain't got to
sit
sit
and
around?
wait.
No, I don't.
No, there you go. It's all about you, isn't it?
A few minutes later, the friends arrived.
Why can't I just take the truck?
The procedure has been instigated, and that is what will happen. Okay, so once he's taken away... Guys, well done. Thanks very much.
But there's still no escape for the men.
There's only 2 seats in that, isn't there? Where's the seat and the seat belt? Where's the seat and the seat belt? It's not designed, is it, to carry more than 2? Yes, you could fit in there, but you can't go in there because there's no seat or seat belt. So this lady will be done for driving a vehicle in a dangerous condition because of the injury to the passenger. So.
Right, just drive at the moment, we'll get in. Just drive off, I'll meet you at the ice street. Get in the front, Scott. Get around with these calf.
Oi!
Just drive, I'm not saying for you, right?
No, just calm down. In a public place, don't swear, right?
Place.
If you get in the vehicle, she's going to get a ticket.
Yeah? All right. See you later, guys. Bye.
Okay? You aware of that?
Lad.
If you put him in that car, you will get a ticket. I'm going to follow him. You stay with the car.
Clem's just sitting in the road, just monitoring really. So I think it's unlikely, but you never know.
But this isn't the end of the story. It's now a few weeks since biker cop Clem nicked a lorry driver for having no insurance and using his mobile. New intelligence has come in. The driver gave a false name.
The summons has been sent out to another person who got quite upset about it. It was actually a 10 call.
And Clem's had a tip-off on his whereabouts.
We've now traced the person, so we're going to go down this morning to arrest him for perverting the course of justice. And several other offences that have come to light that he's wanted for as well.
In a special dawn raid, they arrive at the address where they think he is.
We're looking for Scott.
Who isn't?
Well, he's registered at this address.
Yeah.
Is he here today?
He's not, no.
Well, we're going to need to have a look for him. He is wanted, all right?
No, we've got a warrant.
Don't need a warrant.
You don't need a warrant to search the house?
No, because I'm not searching for anything. I'm searching for a person. I'm not looking through drawers and stuff for a property. I'm looking for a person. Okay.
Asleep, so
No, he's not. He's just stood at the top of the stairs looking down. We're not all going to come in, okay? Just myself, all right? Have a quick look around. Make sure that he's not here.
You stand by the doors, okay?
The man is nowhere to be seen.
Thanks for your time.
We'll keep looking for him. We'll have to do other inquiries and we'll put a warrant out for his arrest, cross-reference to the names he has given. That's the van.
But just as Clem's about to leave, a van associated with the man turns up. It's not him, but the driver does know the suspect.
These things have to be done, and to be honest...
He can't help them, but Clem's not giving up.
We have explained that the arrest can happen at any time. We'll wait for the other inquiries to come back. That would have been very convenient. And I don't think he'd have stopped though. Okay, as you're aware, it is an offence.
The man was eventually tracked down to prison, where he's serving a sentence on an unrelated charge. He was due to appear in court to answer charges for all the motoring offences. But the Crown Prosecution Service decided that it was not in the public interest to pursue these, and all proceedings were dropped. No charges were brought in relation to the false details given. Birmingham, mid-morning, and a call's come in from the edge of the city centre. A man's lying unconscious at a bus stop. En route, biker paramedic Steve Harris. It's a 2.5 mile ride, and Steve makes it to the scene in just over 4 minutes.
Hello. Thank you. Hello there. Hiya, mate. Come on, you're lying down in the bus stop. We know each other, don't we? Let me help you off the floor, eh?
The man's well known to the biker paramedics. He likes a drink, and it seems he started early.
Come and sit on the seat. How you doing, mate? How are you? You've been in the wars, are you?
I have.
Where did you get all your bumps and bruises from? Have you had all these cans this morning?
Yeah.
Eh?
I don't drink.
I know you're a drinker.
And
We've seen each other enough, haven't we? Eh?
Yeah.
The biker paramedics respond to dozens of drunks every month, and they can often see the same person several times a day.
Hello. if you look down here, the ambulance is here. We'll go Come on. We'll go and sit in the ambulance for a minute. It's private and it's warm. Up we come.
Yeah.
It can be very frustrating to keep meeting the same people. It doesn't matter what you do for them. You get them to hospital, get them patched up, get them clean. You know that as soon as they leave hospital, they're going to start drinking again down the curb. And in all likelihood, over the next few days, I'll meet him again. Well done.
Careful.
Feet up.
Treating drunks brings its challenges, from threats of violence to dealing with the smellier side of life.
Don't step back.
Don't step back, Steve.
Okay.
Who's behind you?
I'll get it out. There's some on the bed as
Are
well.
you sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
So you get all the good jobs off me,
No,
don't
I
you?
just put
He's had a bit of an accident. Certain substance that was coming out of his trousers, and unfortunately I've stepped in it. Yeah, some may. I think it's part and parcel of doing the job we do in the places we do it. Not only out in the street, you know that eventually you're going to become covered in vomit or excrement or whatever. I'm afraid it's one of those things.
Mate, your sleeve on your jacket's going in it.
Well, do you want to do it for me? We can't do the job that we do. We can't get to the patients who need us unless we encounter problems like this.
Hey, get out of my car, I'll get it for you.
Well, you haven't been much help yet, have you?
I don't do vomit and I don't do poo.
The only problem now is that I'm unavailable really until I'm cleaned up properly, and that involves returning to base. We'll go back to station. Kiss a kiss.
Young Josh, who was hurt on the rugby field, had a lucky escape. His neck injury turned out to be muscle strain, and he was back training within a week.
We had a couple of games since that. We played Red Roof last week. We lost 24-0. I got man of the match in that game as well.
The van driver was taken to hospital, but nothing conclusive could be found. The file on the accident has been closed. 6 months after the incident, the rider whose horse was hit by a car was still having physiotherapy. She's decided she'll never ride on the roads again. The horse is also still receiving treatment for its injuries.
Slowly.
Caroline, who was hit in the face by a door, broke her nose and suffered concussion. She was off work for a month. Next time on Emergency Bikers. When a runaway driver gets dirty, the cops get tough.
Well, these guys don't play when they get pushed into a corner.
A surfer's in trouble on a remote beach.
Not deep breath, mate. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
A man's in agony with mystery chest pain.
Always treat for the worst case scenario.
And one man thinks Ackers isn't fining him enough.
Would be 1,000.
Here, look.
It's cheap.
150.
Cheap.
Yeah, it is cheap. Yeah.
Would be 1,000.